Hi everyone, welcome back to Java 1 for All. In this video, we are going to continue the topic about streams, and now we are going to talk about the reduce. Basically, the reduce is an operation that will allow us to produce one single result from a sequence of elements. So basically, it will repeatedly apply a combined operation to each one of the elements that you have inside that string. So let's see how it works by creating here a new Java class, and let's call string test 07. Okay, let's start with a very simple example where we have a list of numbers, list of, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so let's imagine that we would like to get the sum of all these numbers. How can we do it? We can call it integers, and then we need to apply something to each one of the elements and provide a single result. So we're going to call string.reduce. And then there are a couple of ways of doing this. First, we have the need of 2 arguments, because then we can actually do the sum. But this is going to return a optional. So the optional that we have here is because there is a chance that the result here is like empty. There is no result. Maybe the list is empty. So we can call if present and then the same print ln that we have been doing for a while now. So Control Shift F10, and we have here 21. But what if we would like a default value? That is something that is called identity. And you can see here, if you press Control D, if you press Control P, we have this integer identity. So integer identity will be the first value used in the operation, or the default one in case the operation does not return any. If I add here 0, you will notice that now the if present is giving us a compilation error because this is not optional anymore. So if I add here, this is just a simple integer. So we can call directly inside. And of course, we can use method reference for both of them. What would be the method reference here? We can use the integer and then sum here and the same here. Control Shift F10, and we have exactly the same result. And it works for other operations. For example, if you want to just multiply all the elements inside of this list, you can do in the same way, but we don't have one that would do that for us, a method, so we have to do it manually. In this case, we can copy these 2 here. And for example, I want to multiply every single element that we have inside. And here is exactly the same thing, but you have to be careful because if you use 0 as the first identity, well, of course, we're going to get 0 back. In this case, if you're multiplying, make sure that this is 1. And sometimes you want to get the max of these numbers. What is the biggest number that we have inside that list? Well, there are 2 ways of doing. Let's say that is the ugly way and the pretty way. So the ugly way would be using a ternary operator. So for example, here we can say if x is bigger than y, you just return x, otherwise y. And if I press Ctrl Shift F10, as you can see, the biggest is 6. Or I can use here integer max. So the thing is, now if you give identity, we could give 0, but if your list has negative numbers, yeah, this is probably wrong. So ideally, you would not pass the number when you are working with max. Ctrl Shift F10, and we have the same result. If I change here to 11, Ctrl Shift F10, we have 11, 11. Okay, so this is the easy thing. In the next video, we are going to talk about the reduce, but we are going to work with objects. So see you in the next video. Bye.